Alrighty. Got this cleaning cloth here. Probably gonna wet one side, keep one side dry. That way I can actually wipe down this cork here, because for those of y'all that don't know, whenever you're dealing with a freshly made cork rod, basically it makes it to where there's a lot of dust all over it, so we want to make sure to give it a good wipe down. Yo, what up, Fish with Jonas? Welcome in, man. Thanks for the likes. Appreciate the love, man. Welcome into the live stream. Today we're going to be cleaning up this cork rod handle. Brand new rod that we went and got, testing it out, and then we're going to go ahead and seal it. So it's been pretty good, man. Thanks for asking. I hope everything's been all right. Anything new? Any updates? Anything cool you want to talk about? I'm going to wait for a few more people to hop in here, and, then I'll probably start going, so that way the channel can grow a little bit and get some more followers in here, some more subscribers, get some more likes going, some more watchers and viewers as well. You sold what? You sold yours today. Nice. That's awesome, bro. That's always a good feeling. I need to get after some bait making stuff. I filmed one video and edited it. That's a hard word to say. Edited it. Is that even proper? I don't know. Anyways, just waiting to drop it. I got a whole bunch of videos lined up. I just dropped one, I think Wednesday, and today, if you've seen the short. I'm not sure if you have or not, but appreciate it if you have. Anyways, like I said, I'm going to wait for a few more people to come in here, get a few more watchers into the live stream, so that way we can grow the channel. And then I'll probably start cleaning off the handle here. Just want to give it a sec. Some more subs and stuff like that are probably going to want to hop in here, but yeah. First step is going to be just wetting the cloth on one side and wiping the handle of it. And that's pretty much it. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. Yes, sir, that is correct, Jonas. Welcome in, guys. What's up, everybody? Appreciate the likes. Thank y'all very much. We're about to actually seal this rod right here. It's a brand new rod. For those of y'all that don't know, whenever you freshly get a brand new cork rod, typically it comes with a lot of dust from the factory, which I don't know if you can really see, probably not on my finger, but once I wipe it down, you're going to see the color of this cork here change, and that's how you're going to know that you got rid of all the dust and machining on there. And then you can go ahead and come through with whatever sealant you want. This right here is U40 cork sealant. This is what I use. I think it's probably the best stuff that there is on the market. That's just me being honest. They don't pay me, not sponsored by them or anything. I'm just trying to put you guys on the game. And yeah, pretty much I'm going to use this to seal the rod. And that way, if I'm fishing in the rain, if I drop the rod in some mud or some dirt or anything like that, I truly feel like it helps it from really being that much more porous and kind of keeps it a lot more clean in the long run. That's what I noticed with all my cork handles and all my rods that I put it on. Pretty much lasts for quite some time. So anyways, let me go ahead and wet the corner of this, and we'll be right back to wipe it down to show you all the color difference. Oh, Bentley, you're coming with me? Alrighty. Got my wet end of this rag. For the record, when you're doing this, you don't want it to be like soaking wet. You just want it to be wet enough to actually clean and wipe down. Anyways, so first up here, I guess I'll show y'all what it looks like. So you see the color of this right here. Look, it's already coming off. See that brown? It's like a brownish yellow. It's already starting to come off onto the cloth. But you just basically want to wipe away all that dust and machining from the factory or from the company, whatever it is, whoever sent it or whoever made it. Mirahan says hi, welcome in. Yo, how can I send you stuff for you? Maybe sponsor you for a video. That's a great question, man. To be honest, Jonas, you can get at me on Instagram. I can send you an address that you can send it to if you want. I think that would make a really cool video. So once I feel like I've gotten most of the machining off here, or I guess not machining, excuse me, but like the cork powder, that's whenever I'm pretty much gonna come through with this drier side, wipe it down. And you want to use a microfiber towel, guys. Microfiber is going to prevent you from actually leaving any fibers from your cloth in the rod itself. Bet, I think you would like my spinnerbaits. Sweet, yeah, I'll check them out. In my latest video, I did some spinnerbait fishing, bro. I love throwing a spinnerbait around. It's probably one of my favorite ways to fish. You know what? I feel like I kind of missed a spot here. See, look, here, I'll show you the difference in how I know that I missed a spot. This side right here, cleaned up. This side right here, dried up. Nikki is the goat. Hey, quiet. No one likes your things. Oh, that's cat, bro. It's all good, bro. That's your own opinion. Paulo, welcome in. Thomas, welcome in. Guys, thank y'all for being in here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Feel free to share out the live stream. Helps us grow. That pole was dirty. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They definitely come with powder on them, bro. You can tell. You can literally see the difference. Look, that side is the clean side. That's the powdered side. I still got to wipe it down. See, look, watch. Boom. Now it's the same color. Can't even find out. Can't even find out where it went because I wiped it. And it's right there on the cloth. I'm telling you. You got to make sure to wipe down your handles before you seal them. Big shout out to I had some guys in a fishing Discord that actually taught me this. So thank you guys if y'all are watching. Big shout out to you guys. What am I doing after cleaning the pool? Probably just this. I was gonna go do some fishing, but it might be too late. Hopefully not. We're gonna have to see. But yeah, I'm just cleaning up the pole. I'm gonna slap a reel onto it. Test it out. I don't know if I'll be able to get around to doing that today, but that's kind of the goal when I have a chance. Now, you don't have to cork seal your rods. It's not like necessary. I think it's just a good thing to do, especially if you like taking care of your stuff. You spend money on it. You want it to stay nice. Alrighty, I think I've got this rod fully cleaned up here. It's just a Berkeley cherry wood. I love throwing a cherry wood, one of my favorite old school rods to have, but this is the updated version, so I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to fish with it, see how I like it, and then I'll probably make a full rod review on it for you guys, so make sure you're on the lookout for that if you're interested. And I'll have links for everything that you guys can check this stuff out. You also want to make sure to dry it off with that dry side and then probably let it sit for a good 10 to 15 minutes just because you don't want the cork to stay wet and then you seal that moisture inside with that sealant. Hey, what up, Avix? Welcome in. So now let's take a look at the difference. For anyone that remembers, it was like white and powdery. Now you can see all the cork and the grain there. And once you seal it, the color stays in as well. So that's just kind of proof, test to what I'm saying is true, that you definitely want to wipe down your handle. And that's before you seal it, again, because you don't want to seal in that powder, obviously. And then letting it dry, you don't want to seal in the moisture. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to let it sit here for a little bit and let it dry. We're going to chat with you guys, vibe out. Jonathan S. says, hey, what up? And Vix asks, what combo would you need to throw an A-rig? That's a good question. It depends on what size A-rig, but if it's a heavy A-rig, then I would probably do at least a 7.4, 7.3 and up heavy rod. But yeah, you want to go with some sort of a heavy rod, and then maybe like a 6-2 gear ratio, or maybe a 7.6, like a mid to slow speed. I wouldn't really go too fast on an A-rig. That just doesn't really make sense to me. Maybe I'm wrong, who knows, but anyways, yeah, something big, something heavy. Jonathan asks, can you make a custom split grip from this cork? I did not make this rod. This is a rod that I actually bought. Just purchased it from Walmart. Super cheap, affordable rod. Again, like I mentioned earlier, you don't necessarily have to seal your rods. It's just something I do because I already have the sealant. Like, you buy this once, it's maybe 10, 15 bucks, if that. Feel free to use my Amazon links. Then after you have it, it lasts for 100 rods probably. Like, you don't go through that much. You put a very thin layer on there, and that's it. So I've already sealed over, I think, maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 rods, I don't know, and it looks brand new. Like, doesn't look like I've used any of it. It's still like right up to here. I'll show you guys once I open it. Thank you guys for the likes, man. I really appreciate that. 1 to 3 ounce. Could a big medium do it? Not a medium. If you mean a medium heavy, like a 7-foot medium catfish rod and a 400 reel do it. Ooh, I don't think so, man. No, he's not saying $4,000 reel. He's saying a 400 size or 4,000 size. That's how they size the reels. The numbering. It's like 3,500, a 2,000, a 4,000. If you're referring to a 7-foot medium catfish spinning rod with a 400 size spinning reel, no, I wouldn't throw an A-rig on a spinning combo personally. Like, at all. I would throw it on a bait caster or not at all. That's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong, but if I'm throwing an A-rig, I'm throwing it on a bait caster and I'm throwing it on a heavy setup. But if it's just a finesse A-rig, then you could throw it on it. You get away with throwing it on a medium heavy. I throw 3-ounce catfish stuff. Yeah, it's just the factor of, like, I wouldn't use an A-rig on a spinning rod. It just doesn't seem logical to me. A spinning rod is more for finesse applications. Even though it is a catfish rod, it's not really gonna, I mean, it'll probably cast it, sure, and you could probably reel it in fine as well. It may work out for you, but just really being able to keep the fish pinned, setting the hook, being able to lean into them, and then move that fish and fight them, it's going to be extremely difficult on that catfish rod. You can throw an A-rig on a Zebco. That is crazy. I would never. Nah, you got to throw it on a bait caster, man. Trust me. You'll never look back. A-rig, bait caster, heavy rod. Go straight braid or just go fluorocarbon. Go really heavy fluorocarbon. That's pretty much it. All right, so this rod's been sitting for, let's say, 4 minutes. I'm going to give it another like 4 or 5 minutes. And then it's going to dry out all the way. And we'll be able to come through with that brush, use the sealant, put a layer on there. And then that's pretty much it. We're going to have to let it dry. It takes approximately 30 minutes for it to dry to touch, I believe. And then it takes 24 hours to fully cure. So okay, let's take a look. What does it say? Dries to touch, 30 minutes, ready to use, 24 hours. Perfect. So super simple, easy to use. You could just go to Amazon, use the link in my bio or in my description of my YouTube channel and type in U40 cork sealant. If that doesn't pop up there, Go to Fish USA, go to Sportsman Warehouse using my links, go to Tackle Warehouse if you want. I don't care. You don't have to use my link. Just search up U40 Cork Sealant, and you'll be able to find this stuff. Super good stuff to have, especially if you're early on in your fishing career. Like if you're young or if you're just getting into the game, you don't have that many rods yet, I recommend it. Because once you get, let's say you get 10, 15 rods and they're all cork, well, at some point they're going to get dirty, and if you didn't seal them, you don't want to go back and seal a dirty rod. So, yeah. I don't have enough money to get a new bait caster. Oh, man, I'm sorry, brother. You got to save up, start cutting some yards. Best place to get bait casters, cheapest thrift shops. That's true. Jonas, I think you recently mentioned you went and got some, right? Alrighty, nice. Couple more minutes ticked away. Just waiting a little bit for this to dry. We just wiped it down so that way we could get rid of all that cork powder. Now I'm going to come through with that brush and seal it with the U40 cork sealant. And it only takes a really thin layer. What is your favorite bait caster? Ooh, that's a good question. Shimano's are amazing, not gonna lie. My favorite bait caster though, that's kind of like vague. In terms of like the reel, probably like Daiwa's. I think Daiwa makes some of the most consistent reels. And I like the T-Wing, I think it's like their line guide, I guess you could call it. I don't even know what it would be considered, but I feel like it just doesn't, like my Daiwa is not backlash. I like my DC as well, my Shimano DC, but like this right here is a Shimano Kayas, which I actually recently cleaned on live stream. If y'all remember, just on the last live stream, we cleaned this up. This is also a really nice reel. Like just their lower end, this is one of their entry level bait casters. It being a Shimano is really nice. So definitely recommend looking into Shimano if you're trying to get your first bait caster, or Daiwa. I think they're the top two reel makers in the game. There's just no doubt about that. And then there's obviously your super niche ones that also make really nice stuff. For example, like baits, Van Stalls for your spinning saltwater applications, and all sorts of really cool stuff like that. Is an SLX DC good? That is a really good question. Yeah, I think an SLX DC is a great option. I have a Corrado DC, that is correct, but honestly, I think there's not much a difference between that and the SLX DC. They got the same bearings, a lot of the same action pretty much. The Corrado might just be a little bit more durable on the exterior of the shell. That's an assumption though. They could totally be made out of the same material. It just looks more durable because of the paint or the coloring. But I have a Corrado. I like it. I like the power handles. I like the DC factor in it. But if you're looking for an entry-level DC, the SLX is a great option. Even just getting the Shimano SLX without the DC, it's a great reel. What's your opinion about Lew's? I like Lew's. I think they make good stuff. At least everything they make is relatively durable. Like the very first rod I ever purchased was a Lew's, I believe. Well, no, that's technically not true. It was a Daiwa, but it broke. But like the rod that I have, the oldest, that's held up the longest, that I still have to this day, is a Lew's. So I guess that speaks to their durability. My mom says I don't need and or can't get any more rods. How many rods you got? Guys, thank y'all for hopping in here. Please make sure y'all are hitting that like button and sharing out the live stream. Really helps us grow as a channel, helps get us more people in here, helps us get more subscribers, more chats, and just more viewers overall in the live stream, which would be totally sick. My Lew's reel broke first cast. Oh, man. Yeah, see, look, this cloth got pretty dirty from cleaning off the cork. Just another visible example that it worked. Kason, what rod is that on the table? It's a good question. This is a Berkley Cherrywood HD. It is the newer, updated version of the Berkley Cherrywood, which is an old school classic. One of my favorite rods, I think, like just straight up, if I'm being honest. It's just so affordable, so consistent. But this is the newer updated version, like I said. And yeah, I'm just kind of trying it out. I'm cleaning it up. I'm going to do this cork sealant on it. And then I'm going to take it out fishing if I have enough time, but might get too dark on us. Who knows? If that's the case, I'll take it out at a different time and do some fishing. But I got some ideas planned for it anyways. We're going to take it out. We're going to test it, see how we like it. And then I'll come back with a full review video for y'all. My full breakdown, my full opinion, and every sort of information. Every like little bit, piece of information and tip that I could give you guys. So 11, I use probably 15 that I don't. Yeah, I mean, hey man, I hear you. It's just being a fisherman, but trust me, you'll find a use for them. Sometimes you don't need to tell your parents when you get a new rod. Facts. Jonas, they control, buddy. I love your videos, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you so much, Casey. I work really hard on them, so sometimes when I put a video out and it doesn't necessarily do the best, and then it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But I put my time and like my heart into every single video I make. I'm not really like rushing through stuff. Run your own business is super fun. You get your own money. Yep, that's true. So I was saying you got to cut some yards or something, man. Cut some yards, roll some paint, make some baits, right? Even when I get my own money, they don't let me buy them. Well, they just care, man. They're just trying to make sure that you're safe and smart with your money. That's all. Yeah, I actually had to pick up this rod for a reason. A reason I don't really want to tell you guys because y'all are going to find out on the channel anyways if y'all are watching the videos that I put out. So yeah, y'all are gonna discover pretty much here soon why I picked this rod up. There's a reason outside of me wanting to seal it and then film a video of me fishing with it, like a full review on it. There's a third reason, but I want to keep it a secret till you guys find out on the channel. Kason, I hope you have a good rest of the day. I'm out of here. Man, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit that sub button if you aren't already. Feel free to hit that notification bell. We've been going live as consistently as possible. And yeah, I've been dropping tons of videos, lots of shorts, lots of everything. I've just been trying to be as consistent as possible. It's also tough in this heat, in this weather, transition period, and all that good stuff. But Simon, I cut 5 acres every week. I help my neighbors bush hog the tractor and do other yard work. Yeah, man, you already know what's up. You know how it is. It's tough work, especially you live out in the country. I live out in the country, so it's like just average homes, like 5-6 acres. But thankfully, I don't cut the whole 5-6 acres. I just do like, I guess maybe I'd say one of them. I need to get me a big tractor though. That'd be nice. Do you live in Arkansas? No, but I go visit quite frequently. I go, I mean, literally at least once a month. I'm going the end of August here soon. I'm going to Hot Springs. I'll probably be like Hot Springs, Mount Ida area, something like that. Yeah. But no, I don't live there. I go visit there. I go visit Oklahoma. How many acres do you have? Like 5 or 6, roughly. Well, I'm living on them. I hate picking up sticks before cutting the yard. Jonas, me too, bro. That's the worst part. Picking up like sticks, especially if you live off the highway, picking up trash and stuff like that. Bro, if you live off the highway, you start to realize how many people litter. It's like bad, bro. People just chuck stuff out their window. And it's like, bro, if this is just like one house, imagine how like up and down the road it is. Case and I gave you a sub. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Make sure you're hitting that like button, tapping on the screen at least a couple times. This takes a few seconds. And if you haven't already, feel free to share it out to somebody that you think might enjoy the live stream. Hop in here. Feel free to chat. Make fun of me. Who cares? We're just vibing right now. This thing is pretty much dry. I can kind of tell because it'll turn back to almost that white color, but it won't look powdery. So that's the difference right there, that you'll be able to tell. So it'll still have some of that grain. You can see more of the cork grain now, I feel like, but it won't be powdery. If you run your finger on it, it won't feel powdery either. It'll feel like you're literally just, you're touching cork, like from a wine bottle or something like that. And that's what you want. Then you know that there's not really much on your cork that's going to get sealed back into it. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Also, you want to make sure that you've washed your hands and they're clean, because your hand oils will transfer into the cork as well. So make sure you got clean hands, make sure you've cleaned the cork, and then you're good to go sealing it, which I think we're about to start doing that right now. I don't know. I don't see why not. I'm going to have to do this in a different manner, though. I'm going to probably have to, like, slide this back right here. Oh, no. My hidden stash of silly string just got uncovered. I'm such a little kid, bro. Got those at like Easter, and I kept them just because I'm waiting for one day to ambush someone. You have lots of trees and they drop more sticks than I can. Yeah, bro, I know it, Jonas. JSL dropped off dogs, a deal that I had to deal with while living north of Commerce, Texas. Yeah, bro, that is not good. That's got to be heartbreaking, I'm sure. Simon, what do you think of the Berkeley Nessie and Colshad, bro? I love the Berkeley Nessie and the Berkeley Colshad. I'm going to have some links for you guys here soon coming from them for you guys to pick up some stuff. For example, speaking of the Berkeley Colshad, we got that Berkeley Colshad 8 and Gizzard Shad, I believe. It's like real shad or something. Yeah, HD Gizzard Shad. Your boy knows his stuff. Alright, here, I'll give y'all a peek at another color. Ooh, bam. Ooh, that thing is gorgeous. What is that? In Ghost Morning Dawn. Yeah, we got a couple of them. I like the Berkeley Nessie and the Berkeley Colshad, man. I think they're cool. Great baits. Berkeley is a great company. Bro got the goofy string. I love it. Yep. Goofy string, because I'm a goofy goober. So I'm going to have to bring it like this. I'm going to have to hang it off the edge to be able to seal it. So I wonder if it makes more sense for me to start like this, seal the back end first, and then start pulling it down. Or, oh golly, or just break a guide off and not even use this rod. Or just have it hang off the edge there like that all the way. I might do that as well. See how far I can get this without messing anything up. I don't want the rod tip to hit the wall over there either. Let me see if I can try and get this. That's about the best I'm going to get, guys. I'm not going to lie. I got to be careful here. Well, all right. All right, that's about as good as I'm going to get it. I don't have too much space to work with here, having the camera set up and having a whole 7-foot rod in the house. So, am I doing the cork on top? What do you mean? On top of this? Yes, all of it. This whole handle and this bit right here, this top piece, is getting corked. Anything, or getting sealed. Anything that's cork is getting sealed. Berkeley makes better baits than Line. Fight me if you don't agree. They make some really great stuff, man. I'm not gonna lie. Ever since I've been a kid, I fished Berkeley. To this day, I still fish Berkeley. They make some amazing stuff. I love their baits. I don't think I've ever found something that I wasn't a fan of by them. I don't know if they make the... I mean, maybe you could say they make the best stuff. Rapala might say, though, that they give them a run for their money, though. So, got to talk to Mr. Jacob Wheeler and Crush City Baits. He's been putting a hammer out. I'm pretty sure he just won AOI again for like the 4th time. Big shout out to him, man. Congratulations. All right. So you just need a thin sliver on your rod. It doesn't take long at all. And that's pretty much it. I just took it out of the package. Stuff's basically brand new. I'm going to stand up to do this just so I can pay attention. I'm going to rotate it by using the handle like this. And that's pretty much it. Using that eyelet over there to keep it stable. So an alternate to U40 is birchwood Casey True Oil, but it takes more curing time and sanding with steel wool, though. I've never actually heard of that. It's pretty cool, man. I might have to look that up. Thank you for the information, though. Very, very cool. I love that, dude. The spread of information equals education. Invixity, Jonas, what's your best bait for me to buy? When are you going to... When am I going to MLF, bro? Great question. I got to work my way up, but I do plan on fishing an MLF circuit. It won't be like the big leagues. It's probably going to be like a Phoenix tour or something like that. But yeah, I got some plans to do that. Hopefully next season if it's possible. But we need more. We need more subs. We need more likes. We need more chats, comments, donations, everything. Because honestly, at this point in time, I don't think I could really afford a whole tour. Could probably afford a couple tournaments, but I'd like to do the whole thing. You know, get the experience. So let's try and get some more shares, some more likes in here. Let's try and get some super chats, some donations if we can. And all of that is going to go towards us fishing, pretty much. Towards our tournament seasons, towards our everything. I ran out of U40 and found out about the Birchwood case. That's awesome. But how did you run out of U40, man? It comes with so much. How many rods were you sealing? You had to have been sealing like 100. See, look, I've sealed like, I don't know if you guys can see this. Hold on. There we go. I've literally sealed like dang near 10 rods and I still have this much. You don't really got to use that much. You really, like, it shouldn't be dripping or running at all. If it's doing that, you might be oversealing it. First, I'll kind of get the main whole middle section area, just so I make sure that all of the major areas where my hands are going to be get kind of coated, and then I'll go through and do the detailed butt ends, like edges here, and then down there where you guys can't see, but probably needs a little bit more sealant. I might have to sit down for this part to focus. Be able to see a little bit better. I'll be right back, Simon says. Heard that. It already looks better. Yeah, oh yeah, it makes it look really cool. I think so. It makes it really pop. It's trying to be super detailed. Sorry, I'm focusing up here, guys. Ah. Hold on. If I see a little bit extras or drippage or anything, I come through with this cloth and wipe it down. Jonas said I'll be back. Bet. I'm finna go eat dinner. Pretty much good. Come back. Super tiny little dip. Yeah, I probably didn't even need to do that here. I'll try and wipe that out. And then I'm gonna come back on this edge here. It's gonna be difficult to show y'all. There we go. You in love with that fishing rod. That's right, Crypto. You gotta treat everything with love, care, and kindness, man. It'll make it last forever. Trust me. Looks beautiful, though. Dude, I love my Berkeley Cherrywood HD. You're so right, Crypto Billy. Crypto Billy. Billy. What do you got to say about that, huh? Okay. I think I got this whole section. Once you see it basically like glimmering and sheening, that's how you know you got it. Now I'm going to go ahead and work on this little tiny top section up here. That's pretty much it. What was that? The Billy? Me just being a troll, man. What? You guys can troll me all day long on live. I can't do it back. Come on. Oh, good golly. Oh, good golly goodness. See what I mean? No, it's too much already. Another major thing to keep in mind is that whenever you seal your cork like this, it actually won't have any sort of issues where the cork fibers start to just deteriorate and fall apart early on. Kind of keeps everything almost like sealed. I mean, that's what you're doing. But yeah, it's almost like a glue, if I could say that, but not at the same time because it's not a glue. I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. Probably is some sort of a PVC or a glue. So is it a glue or not? I don't know. Alright, I think that's good. To me, that looks pretty good. Like I've coated this whole thing. Yeah. Alright. Now we let that sit to dry. 30 minutes, it'll be dry to touch. 24 hours, it'll be completely cured and perfect for us to fish with. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. But it's kind of fun just hopping on here and doing like reel cleanings and cork sealings and stuff like that. It's just fun for me. Honestly, I enjoy it. Don, what up, Jit? Seal that thing. Jean Parmesan. Hate the feeling of that stuff on cork. Bro, you don't feel it once it dries. What are you talking about? And Vic said, can you do that for me? Crypto started laughing. Billy? Oh, man. Yo, Don, you still in here, bro? Jean Parmesan, yeah, you do. It's tacky. Bro, what are you talking about? I literally have like 12 rods that are sealed, and not a single one feels weird. If it feels tacky, you're putting way too much sealant on there. Hey, you want to play some games, bro? I just finished sealing this rod. You want to play some games? Let me know, Don. I'll hop off the live stream and hop on some games. I could probably live stream the games, but Jean Parmesan, bro. Have you used this stuff? And attack that. Yeah. All right. Bet. Powering up the old weed whacker right now. And Vix, what games do you play? World of Warcraft, League of Legends, a little bit of RuneScape, but just like kind of for fun on the side, and Counter Strike. Counter Strike is fun. John, next time you use the well, I guess you're probably not going to use it because you don't like it, but if you have a rod laying around, try putting a very thin layer on there, and then let me know what you think. Because if it's feeling tacky, I think you're probably over applying the cork sealant. You're supposed to do a very thin layer. It's supposed to be just like literally it just needs to shimmer and show that you've wet it, and then that's it. I don't have it like I think I dripped one drop right there, and it came from the brush. It wasn't really from the cork itself. CS Zeman. League of Legends. Yeah, he's right. Yeah, I just made you a mod. I made you a mod, Don. I don't really ever need one, just because everybody in here is typically really nice. And then the people that do come in here talking trash, it's typically a joke. It's like pretty obvious, but it's all love. But just in case. No fishing games. Nah, not really, man. Well, like I guess in World of Warcraft and in RuneScape, I do fish in those, but like, nah, I like to get outside and do my fishing. There are some cool fishing games though. They should sponsor me, and then I'll start promoting them in my YouTube videos. You know, at the beginning. Like before we jump into today's video, this video is sponsored by Fishing Picks. Fishing Picks is the next betting app on all your next MLF fishing sports. Actually, I might be onto something here. I'll be the most unhinged person in chat. All right, well, my computer's powered up. The rod is pretty much dried off. I mean, it looks dry, but I wouldn't touch it. It says for 30 minutes, so I gotta just let this sit here and dry, and then after that, it takes 24 hours to cure. So I can't really go fishing with it tonight anyways, and it's already like 7, so I'd only be able to fish for like an hour or two. Not begging, but could you make me a mod? Potentially, but honestly, bro, like I said, I don't really need one. I kind of just did it because I know him in real life. So hard to make a good fishing game. It's like Mario Golf. Yeah, that's true. Although Mario Baseball was fire. And the soccer one and the tennis one were pretty good. You might be onto something or something. That's funny, bro. Don, what do you want to play first? CS or League? Mario fishing would be funny. It's just like, what would you do? The problem is like, that's too difficult. Call of the Angler. That's funny. I gotta go rinse this brush off. One sec. Alrighty, I'm back.
I'll peep it. Hopefully it's on Steam. Need like an arcade style fishing game with hit like.
Yeah, that's true. Are you on Discord or are you? What game do you want to play, bro? I got my PC loaded up. I can open up anything right now. Vic Simon says you should stream your game. Yeah, man. Typically, I do for the most part. Just depends what game I'm playing. As of lately, I've been streaming a lot of World of Warcraft. That is the most chill, fun-paced game for me to stream. It allows me to be able to interact with the chat and also focus on the game without like losing. And it's the least, uh, like stressing on my computer. So, yeah, I don't have the best PC build. I need to set a new goal for the live stream. Like, hey, let's donate for me to get a new stream build. I don't really know how to do that quite yet. Could you do it a ton? Yeah, man, I've been doing it a lot more often lately. Can I do it tonight? Yeah, potentially. I hit up my buddy. My buddy Alex might be able to play World of Warcraft with me later, and if he does, then I will definitely hop on and stream it later tonight. Thank you guys for hopping in here. Thank y'all for all the likes. Thank you to everybody that shared out the live stream, hung out with me and chatted and all that fun stuff. I really appreciate it, as always, guys. Y'all know that we're trying to grow the channel. We're trying to get some more love. We're trying to get some more subscribers. And if you aren't already, make sure you hit that sub button, hit the notification bell to stay following along for more of these live streams, more short videos, more full videos, and all that fun stuff. I dropped a short video for you guys this morning, and I might hop back on live stream tonight and stream some WoW. So if y'all are interested in that, make sure y'all are staying tuned to the channel tonight. We'll be back on to do some chatting and some games. So anyways, guys, again, thank y'all for hanging out with us. I just got to let this rod sit here and dry off. I will see y'all later. Do you have a code for Three Brothers Baits? No, you know what? I'll definitely work on it. I'll let them know that people are asking for it. I'll see if I can get either a discount code or an affiliate link or something like that. But if you're looking to buy some stuff, just use the Fish USA link that I provided in my full videos for Three Brothers Baits, in the loaded dice one and in the recent one I dropped. In the description, there's a link for some loaded dice from Fish USA. So if you want to purchase some of those, you can. Zaxi, don't you work at 24? Yes, that is correct, my man. I do work at 24. For the dice. Yeah. If you want to pick up some dice, you can use the link in the description box. That's my affiliate link for Fish USA for some loaded dice. Somebody recently did. Shout out to whoever it did. You spent like $70. Thank you very much. Gas station. What you talking about? All right, anyways, I think I might hop out of here soon, guys. But we're just pretty much letting this rod sit. If anybody has anything they want to talk about or something, feel free to let me know. Like 24 gas. No, he's talking about 24 hour at the gym. Work out at 24-hour fitness. Bro, I'm a hustler. Everybody on here thinks it's daddy's money. No, I have multiple jobs. I work my butt off, and I'm trying to get this channel to grow. It's going to happen. So you're either on board or you're not. Multiple, how do you stream and fish? I barely sleep, man. You gotta hustle. Wake up early, go to sleep late, stay up editing, live streaming, fishing, making content, thinking about the next video. It's a lot of work, man. People think that YouTube is just free money. If that was the case, everybody would do it. It's a lot of work, time, dedication, creativity, imagination, and a whole lot more. You gotta have a lot of tricks and tools in your bag. Especially if you're doing everything like alone, like I am. I'm my own editor, I'm my own photographer, I'm my own everything. So yeah, it takes a lot of work, and I appreciate everybody that gives me my flowers and gives me my credit. It means a lot to me, but we don't need it. Simon says, how old are you? Oh, you got to guess, bro. Honestly, I'm about to hop out of here, guys. I I will chat with you guys next time. Thank y'all very much for hopping in the live stream. I might be back on later tonight to do some streaming on WoW, but until next time, guys, keep it